So this isn't a video fully about the arts and the disappointment of the arts. Although the disappointment of the arts and things kind of still put me on this path and put me on this path and different things and scenarios to put me where I am today when it came to certain things. But um, I was in counseling at the time when all that stuff had happened. I was in counseling and stuff, and my counselor up and retired. So my counselor up and retired for therapy and stuff. So um, and not only that, I ended up working with somebody for my mental health, like a case manager, and then I changed my case manager for my mental health, and I had to advocate and change my case manager for my mental health, and then that case manager up and retired. So they had to get it. I had to wait a couple of months for them to hire somebody new for a case management for my mental health to work with somebody new for my mental health. So I'm working with a whole new case manager. But apparently I was without a therapist for a while because my therapist, my male therapist who up and retired, um, basically up and retired, and it was like he left, and they were trying to figure out if I could get another male therapist to work better for my needs for like getting another male therapist, trying to utilize what they had. So I'm going to be working with a female therapist. So I'll be working with a female therapist to see how the female therapist and stuff goes. But um, I'm at that point where it's just like, um, I am gonna go back into therapy at the end of the month. I'm going back into therapy. I had new changes on my roster for my mental health, and it's like a whole new ball game and a whole new situation of dealing with things for my mental health. I'm closing out chapters of the old chapters of mental health when it came to or mental health organizations for socialization, like Prime Time and stuff. I'm closing out the old chapters like that, and hopefully I'm not going to get talked into going back to anything like that because it really wasn't helpful, it really wasn't beneficial, and it really was more toxic to my growth and situation. So I rather not end up actually doing that. But for the most part, I'm just doing my thing, and I'm just trying to breathe and trying to live my life. um granted. I mean, my rent goes up. I think my rent goes up in March. If I'm not getting evicted, my rent goes up in March, and I have to pay those bills for February and then March. I'm supposed to get my rent renewal, my lease at some point. Hopefully, get my lease at some point if I don't get evicted or something. Um, but for the most part, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm chilling. I just have to chill and just have to do what I need to do. So, but yeah, big changes on the horizon. Big changes on the horizon. Artistically, I'm obviously going my own way with all the stuff that has happened and stuff like that. So, artistically, I'm going my own way and I'm just doing my thing. So, but yeah, big changes on the horizon. I'm going back into therapy. Trying to go back on my diet that I was supposed to have about a year or two ago. I was supposed to be dieting. I was supposed to be dieting more with my what I eat and less fatty foods, and trying to get more healthy and more serious about losing some weight and eating better. Eating better. For not just for me physically, but for me mentally as well. So trying to eat better and trying to get myself into order. So a lot of changes on the horizon about self improvement and self love and stuff like that. And self worth and things that are going on. I don't want to go on and on and on making this another video about the arts because I've talked about the arts a lot, and even though it was like last year or so, and last year there wasn't really anything really happening for me after that whole situation with the arts. There wasn't a lot happening for me and stuff, and that those situations kind of played into taking away a lot or affecting a lot around me. That I'm really trying to get myself back in the swing of things. I'm trying to really not feel like I've lost a whole bunch of stuff and try to give myself the hope and the process I deserve to heal and grow and prosper. So, but big changes on the horizon, like therapy and stuff. I've been hanging out with my friend Greg. Greg, I have a lot of love for. He's a friend you can have a lot of love for, and who's always really good and kind to you. So, I got my friend Greg, who I hang out with from time to time, and go out for walks and stuff with him. And we go out to eat at Cumberland's or Duncan and stuff like that. So, um, but I think changes are on the horizon. I think some people, think I needed therapy. Otherwise, because I probably wouldn't have been going off so far when it came, or going off at the mouth talking about the arts, like the Nogi Gallery so much, and the Kiwanis and stuff so much if I was in therapy. But um so therapy starts at the end of the month, and I'm kind of nervous but both excited. It's a new chapter, it's a new beginning, and it's kind of scary.